in Chicago, Illinois. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Ooh, with a juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Ready. Black, 95.
Now Rattler. He'll get that out to the flat to White. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key numbers that I look at every game. Total yard. Offense just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Go.
Here's Rattler. Pressure, and he's taken down. Bears sack. Kobe Bryant just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
To the air is Rattler. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. Rattler wants to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 6 yards.
Come on, set, cut, black, 95.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To the air, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, Williams. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears push the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
17 yards. And the Saints, first down. It's a gain of 17.
Throwing is Rattler.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
45. White. Ready. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Ready. Ready.
First and 10 at the 7.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground with White. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
Come on. Set. Set.
White is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You hit me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first and 10, it's Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Bears at 6 and 4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw. 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Thornton over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this complete to Polk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. On the out route, he's got Thornton. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That one caught by Polk. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 12 yards.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
33.
From the gun, here's Rattler. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports. Have to pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Williams, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
To throw, it's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down. As he's taken down. Here comes the Bears punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Set, set, go. Set.
They'll try the jet sweep with Polk. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, Rattler. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be
a chance to kick a field goal, but missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, it's to Loveland, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
Throwing after the interception, Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And that will keep this a 12-point game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to get this inside the 30. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Here we go. 60 red.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
At the Bears' 29-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 16.
Set, cut. Ready, go. 33. Yellow.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
35. Go.
Rattler working out of the gun. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
Rashad White hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. To the air, Williams. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 19-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing again here, Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Touchdown, Bears! Luther Burden, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. Cut.
They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To run again here with White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Come on, set. 52, blue.
first down, New Orleans.
Ready?
The slot man in motion right. Rattler wants to throw it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
To the air is Rattler. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
A 7-yard gain.
60 red. Ready.
Juju in motion left. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Williams pass.
Here's 2nd down.
To number 21. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The D can only stop at 1.